Today I wanted to go over the makeup products that I've been using lately on kind of a routine over the past, I would say 6 months, maybe even a year, close to a year. I have really pared down a lot of what I do in my makeup routine, and I thought I would show you because my skin has gone through a lot of changes ever since I was full-blown into menopause. My skin has gotten a lot more dry, and the texture has changed a lot. So I wanted to share with you what I use on the daily. All right, so after I have applied moisturizer, and I do put a sunscreen on my face, what I do is I use my Misha Perfect Cover BB cream. I talked about this in a video a couple of days ago. This is my favorite. On that video a couple of days ago where I was wearing a hat, I was using the IT Cosmetics CC cream. Today I thought I'd do this video because I wanted to show you what it looks like on the face. This is my favorite out of the 3 BB cream CC creams that I have, and this is what it looks like on my face. I feel that it gives me the most natural look, and it's not very thick. And again, like I don't like that feeling like I have a lot of stuff on my face, because I do still get like pore blockage, and I'll get that bumpiness if I put on too many products on my skin. So I found that this covers just enough for my day-to-day, and I apply a powder on top of it. Now, after I applied this, and I do use the 2-brush technique that I use, which is I have a dense brush that I use to apply the product, and then I will use another buffing brush right after. And I found that that really controls the application, and I'm able to put that in different areas of my face. Let me go get the brushes really quick. Okay, I'm back. All right, so I wanted to give you guys an example of the types of brushes that I use to apply this product. This is the kind of brush I'm talking about. It's a little bit denser, a little bit thicker, and I usually will apply it onto the brush here, and I'll dot it all over my face and kind of work it in the areas where I want it, and then I go and chase it with another brush, a drier brush that doesn't have a whole lot of product in it, and I use it to buff it out all over my face. So that way I get it in the areas where I feel like I need it the most, but kind of like a soft gradient, and kind of buff it out towards the edges, because I don't necessarily need a whole lot of product in that area. Just kind of focusing on the central area, and I do apply it on my eyelids. I don't apply any kind of eye primer or anything like that anymore because my skin is drier and I don't need that. I've cut out a lot of things from my makeup routine, and I've just really tried to simplify it as much as possible. I know that for a lot of people this is still a lot of product, but for me, I've pared it down quite a bit. All right, so I apply this stuff after I've done the skin prep and everything like that with the moisturizer and the sunscreen. I apply this stuff, and then what I do is I apply the Bye Bye Pores powder. This is, I have many of these, so I'm trying to go through my stash, and I really am trying to do the no buy or low buy. So I really like these products, and you can see I don't want to tilt it because it's kind of cracking, but there you go. So this is the product here, and it's really very finely milled, and I'll take a fluffy brush. This isn't it, it's just an example, and I'll kind of, you know, buff it in different areas here, right? Not too much, and I try not to get it underneath my eyes because it is a lot more wrinkly or crepey there, and you can see it. I have a lot more like under eye bags, and I don't try to cover them up. It's there. I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to lie that it's not there. It's there. So anyways, I apply this just to kind of set this stuff. All right, and then I will use a bronzer. Now, this is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess, and this is in medium deep. I was working through this one. This is an old one. Again, Bronze Goddess, and look at it. I'm so proud of myself. It's the top has broken since then, but I've hit pan on it, and I don't know, I feel like I went through this long journey with this thing, and I just can't part with it. It's so hard to use, you know, to use this brush, because I really have to get it into the corners here, or to the edges, and I just can't throw it out. I don't know, I feel like I've been through everything with this guy, and I don't know. Isn't that crazy? Like, you have like weird sentimental memories attached to makeup products that you've had for a really long time. But I mean, this guy, we've been through a lot of stuff in life, and I just can't part with it, even though I really can't use it anymore. But I love it so much. But anyways, I busted this one out. It's from my little makeup drawer, and I've started using this, but I just feel like I'm cheating on this guy. But the difference between the medium and the medium deep, not a whole lot. So if you're my skin coloring, I like the medium deep just because I feel like I can use very little of the product and then it lasts a lot longer, right? Whereas if I go in with the deep or the medium, I have to use a lot more of it to get the coloring that I want. But with the medium deep, I feel like I just use a little bit and then I can apply it. And again, very sparingly, and I just, you know, will buff it in different areas here. I don't contour with it anymore. I don't do any of that stuff. I was never good at it, but I tried because I thought that that's what you're supposed to do. And I just don't do that. I just kind of add a little bit more warmth to my face. As you know, when we get older, or when we are of age, when we're in that age, without makeup, our skin will be a lot more sallow and just really a little bit more gray and a little bit lifeless, you know? So I will make a point. It's like if I don't have blush, I always make sure that I have a bronzer, all right? Because the bronzers really give warmth and life back to my face. So if I was stuck on an island, well, no, if I wasn't stuck on an island, but I mean, if I only had certain makeup products to use, I would always bring a bronzer because I can double it as eyeshadow. I can use it just as an all over color. And when I see my face, I feel like I have a lot more life to my face. All right, now blush. After the bronzer, I use a blush, and this is the Hourglass Diffused Heat blush. And I have two of these, believe it or not. And I've made it a mission to get through this one. All right, so I've been using this, and this stuff for me, it goes a long way. And I have a different blush that I keep in my travel makeup bag, and that's in another video, but on my makeup counter, and that's what I did. I gathered all of these, brought it down here to this house, and this is what I used this morning. This is this face. So this is the Diffused Heat Face Blush by Hourglass. Why am I blanking? Anyways, good stuff. Again, very finely milled. It doesn't, I would say that I can't, you know, it's not too stark where it would give you, you know, that garish look. I'm using a lot more very soft, blendable colors that doesn't clash with my hair color and my skin tone. All right, so that's really like the goal of my makeup routine these days. So after that, I will apply a setting spray. The original one from Benefit, I've used up. I have another bottle over there, and that's almost empty. But this bottle, if you have it, keep it. Because I have many of these ones, the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better, and I'm not sure, I think this is what's in here right now, but the spray nozzle of these, they're horrible. So when you spray your face, it comes out in a stream, and I've had it where I've sprayed it and it gets right in my eyeball. So this spray for the Benefit bottle is the one that has the best mist. All right, and the formulations to me of these, a lot of them are pretty much the same, and but the spray bottle is what matters the most. All right, I don't know if you guys can agree with that one, but let me tell you, using the sprays, the original sprays of these setting sprays, it's so thick and so strong that it comes out in a streak, gets in your eyes, and then there's gloopy stuff all over your face, and that's not okay. All right, so what I'll do is I decant them into this bottle here because it has the best mist for me. The other one that I have that I really, really love is the Urban Decay All Nighter. I have been using this stuff, and I even have it in the tall one. I think this is my last bottle of this, the tall one. This one, and I have like probably 2 or 3 more of these to get through, but these are my favorite. If between these two, I would say this one is the Holy Grail. This one's my favorite because I've been using it for years. But I will put them in this bottle here. And the original one too, by Benefit, that one's good too. And honestly, I think they're all the same. All right, I think they're all the same. So if you can get one on sale, do it. I even have the Milani one, the Milani setting spray, and I will pop the lid off of that, and I've put it in here. All right, so I've kept this bottle for a really long time. Who knows, maybe the new bottle, I haven't looked. I try not to look because then I don't look on Sephora or Ulta, otherwise I'll want to buy something, but maybe they've redesigned it. But this is an old bottle. All right, so I will put that on, and then I will find that I'm a little bit shiny afterwards. So what I'll do is reapply a little bit of this, and look how dirty it is. It's so gross, but I'm determined. I'm gonna get through all of these pans. It's so good that yes, I would repurchase this, and I'm so glad that I have several of these. And when I buy the IT Cosmetics, the reason I have so many of them, including these sprays, is because they either came with it as a gift package, like during Christmas time or whatever holiday. And if it comes as a group, like this one came with like something else, if it comes in a gift package of some sort, usually I'll buy it. But that's why I have a lot of IT Cosmetics products. For the eyes, okay? For the eyes, I have strip lashes, all right? That's just a non-negotiation. I just use it because I don't like using mascara because it irritates my eyes, believe it or not, more so than the strip lashes. And also, I feel like I get more bang for my buck because my lashes are pretty sparse, and they're short now, and they're sparse. And yes, probably because I use strip lashes, but even when I gave myself a break, I used to do lash extensions, and oh boy, that destroyed my lashes. And when I removed my lash extensions, this was during like the pandemic when they closed everything down. So I stopped using lash extensions and let my lashes kind of heal. And still when they came back, you know, it's just not the same. So I went to strip lashes, and even the cluster lashes, those work really well. And I feel like I have to do less eye makeup when I have false lashes on, okay? So that's kind of like what I do. But for the brows, I use a brow pencil. I use the really inexpensive ones, and I also use the IT Cosmetics eyebrow pencil because, again, I have several of those because they come in a package. Trying to get through those, but I will tell you, I can flash a picture here on this side of my favorite, all right? It's really inexpensive, and I get it on Amazon. It's by Wet n Wild, and I will put a picture of it here on the side, and I love that. It's really creamy, and it has great staying power. It's not anything that I have to sharpen. And I feel like I literally can take it and just, you know, draw out a really nice eyebrow. And I'm not a professional. Is it even today? I think it is. I hope it's even, but I'm sure you guys will tell me if it's not, but I did my best. I use an eyebrow pencil. I also use the bronzer as my eyeshadow, okay? Whatever bronzer I have, I use that just kind of like an all over. And then today, because I love you guys, I used, gosh, this is really dirty. I used this, an eyeshadow from here. I used this one right here. It's kind of, oh my God. It's kind of a darker brown. All right, a little bit darker than my bronzer. So it's kind of a deep bronze color, and I applied that onto the crease here, onto the sides right there, just to give a little bit of contour and depth to my eyes. Now, as far as eyeliner is concerned, I have a lot of these. The L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner. You can't buy this at the store. I've never seen it at the store. This has been around forever, but I don't know why they don't sell it. I think it's great stuff. It's like a big, fat, chubby stick here, and I just apply it to the lower lash line, right? and then I will take a flat brush to kind of smudge it out so it has a little bit more staying power in that area right here. All right, and then I will take that same flat brush and I will dip it into either the bronzer or like a darker eyeshadow and apply it just underneath right here, so that if my eyeliner decides it wants to melt, it's not all over my under eye area. It just kind of gets halted or stopped right here because I have the eyeshadow underneath there. All right, but I try not to put too much there because I do have a lot of fine lines there, and I want to be very delicate with my under eye area. All right, and then as far as lipstick is concerned, I have this on. This is a new tube. This is Crazy for Coffee, and I did a favorite Maybelline lipsticks, I believe, video on that. I have my iPad here, but I didn't look on there, but you can look on that video all of my favorite Maybelline products, because they are my go-to drugstore lip products. And I know I have all of the designer ones like the Charlotte Tilbury and all of that stuff. I have that in my stash and I'm trying to get through it, but my go-to are the store brand ones because I like to have them everywhere. But this one I really like, the Crazy for Coffee, and I have that on right now, and it's kind of like a darker My Lips But Better lipstick. So again, if you're my coloring, you might like this one. And also check out that video of my favorite lipsticks by Maybelline. It might really help you out a lot. Again, if you are looking for different lip products, all right, I can link it up here. Okay, what else? What else do I use? I think that's pretty much it. It's kind of early yet. I mean, it's 8:41, and I just put this face on. I recorded a hair video right before this, and then I figured I was gonna do a makeup one. Because when I put my makeup on in the morning, that's it. I try not to mess with my face too much. So hopefully it's a good representation of all the products that I've used. But I wanted to show you guys what the foundation looks like, this BB cream, this Misha BB cream, what it looks like on my face. So anyways, let me know in the comments what your holy grail is. What is your makeup routine now? I've cut out a lot of things. I don't use under eye concealer anymore because I feel like the more I pay attention to that area, the more it's overly emphasized after. Like if it's really bad, like if I haven't slept, if I've been traveling, I haven't slept, maybe I'll use like a color corrector underneath here, but rarely. I've really scaled it back as far as my makeup routine. It's kind of like if I can't get it done in 5 minutes, I don't want to do it, right? So that means no contour. I don't do highlights. I don't do anything glittery. The only other thing other than a lipstick here, maybe I'll use a lip pencil. You know, the fat ones that kind of act like almost like a balm. I'll use that, or I will use lip gloss. So those are the 3 things that I do. But I try to just, if I can't get my makeup done in 5 minutes, in less than, let's do 10, all right? In less than 10 minutes, I'm not doing it, all right? So that is my routine, and those are the things that I use and continue to use, and I've been using these same products for years, and I swear by them, and I love them. And my biggest thing right now, especially at this age, is I don't fight it anymore, all right? I have gone through the process, and I accept my skin, my appearance for this phase in my life, this season in my life. I'm not trying to look like I'm 40. I don't want to look like I'm in my 20s. You know, and that's just me. Certainly, it's not, you know, I'm not here to offend anybody, but that's just me. I just have other things that I want to focus on for myself. And certainly I'm not here to try to offend anybody or hurt anybody's feelings, you know, because I get it. This whole phase in our life, this season in our lives, you know, in our 50s, it's tough. It's a big transition, and no one warns you about it. It's like, it's bittersweet, you know, because I'm so much more comfortable and I'm so much more accepting of myself, my body, my appearance, my hair, the people around me. I really just focus on the least amount of friction in my life. And if it means paring down eye makeup, or paring down my makeup routine, paring down my hair routine, just letting things flow and riding that wave, if that's my main focus. So I'm really hoping that this has been helpful for some of you guys. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorites are or what your routine is. Thank you for being here, and I'm sorry this video is so long. Have a great day today, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know where you're watching me from and what your favorites are. All right? I love you guys. We'll talk soon. Bye.